Bailey Forrest told detectives.
I didn't do it, Mom. I didn't kill him. I really wanted to do that.
Is there anything else that you did that you haven't told me?
No. Did put like 3 towels down on the big puddle. Moved the car for him. I did what he asked of me. I'm not gonna lie, but...
That is use of cognitive dissonance theory, a tactic where detectives let suspects maintain a false self-image until their own contradictions become unbearable. Bailey wanted to be seen as innocent, yet each physical act tied her deeper into the cover-up. The detective didn't need force. He let her conscience and logic dismantle the lie piece by piece. But the real questions remain. Who was Robert Stewart? What truly happened in September 2022? And how did detectives use psychology to turn a frightened witness into a confessing accomplice? Welcome, or welcome back, to my channel. Your single comment means more than you think. On September 27, 2022, at around 3 p.m., police in Lubbock were called about a car blocking an alleyway, which first seemed like a small problem. When police arrived, they found a parked car abandoned in the alley. Inside the backseat was the body of Robert Stewart, a 50-year-old local grocery store worker who lived nearby. He had been savagely beaten to death. The interior appeared wiped down with bleach, an apparent attempt to erase fingerprints, DNA, and blood evidence. For detectives, one fact stood out immediately. Robert had not been killed inside the car. The body had been moved there after the murder. That meant somewhere else in Lubbock. Tips soon came in. Several people pointed police to an apartment where 17-year-old Bailey Forrest lived. Evidence from the car also led detectives to people close to her. Later on the same day, Bailey's mother called police, saying her daughter had arrived terrified, claiming that something really bad happened, and someone had been hurt at their apartment.
Police dispatch, this is Leslie.
Yes, I was needing an officer to come out to Street.
Okay, what's going on?
Well, I'm not exactly sure yet what is happening, but my daughters just showed up and told me that something really bad happened and they need to talk to somebody.
Okay, can they tell you what happened?
They said that somebody got hurt at their house and they don't know exactly what happened or what went on.
And they said that someone got hurt at their house that they live at?
Yes.
After 2 days, Bailey was brought into an interrogation room. Today, we will look into the psychological aspects of this case and how the interview began unraveling everything.
Let me start and get some information from you, too. Tell me your last name.
Forrest, F-O-R-R-E-S-T.
2 R's?
Yes.
And it's Bailey?
Yes.
What's your middle name?
Qualls, Q-U-A-L-L-S.
And your birthday? Let me shut this door. And what's your home address? Where you stay at?
I live there, 2115
Okay.
First.
How long have you been there?
We just moved in about a week and a half ago.
Those are brand new, aren't they? Or are they?
Yeah, I mean,
Did they
seem
build
to
them
be
brand new?
remodeled. I think
Okay.
my grandma told me they've been there, but they got remodeled.
Okay. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if they were, because they look really good.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they took down a bunch of stuff that was there and rebuilt stuff, or if they just remodeled
Yeah, I
stuff.
think they remodeled them.
What is your cell phone number?
806-281-4415.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license? Do you have one?
But I don't know the number on it.
Do you know the last 4 of your social?
914.
And we kind of talked about it earlier. You're not under arrest.
Mm-hmm.
We did execute a search warrant on the house, and so the SWAT team was there because that's kind of our protocol for the police department is they do our search warrants. And you were handcuffed with the flex cuffs, but you've been cuffed. I appreciate you coming down here and talking to me.
Okay.
If you need to use the restroom, let me know. You don't want any water? I have cold water and I have room temp if you want something. Okay.
The detective begins with water, restroom offers, casual conversation, and routine identity questions before ever mentioning a homicide. This is not politeness alone. It is a strategic lowering of defenses. By creating a calm and respectful atmosphere, he prevents Bailey from entering an immediate fight-or-flight state. When suspects feel socially safe, they speak more freely and are less guarded. This tactic draws from reciprocity norm theory, which explains that when someone is treated kindly, they feel internal pressure to respond cooperatively.
Sarah, Bailey, I wanted to talk to you. I'm investigating a homicide involving somebody that you know or at least acquainted with. His name is Robert. Robert. He's an older guy. And so to kind of maybe talk about some things. Robert is an older guy, and he likes younger girls. And we've been investigating this for several days now. So we've been able to get into his phone account and his Facebook stuff, and so we've looked at all that, and we've talked to a lot of people, and one of the really beneficial things for us is it seems like everybody nowadays has surveillance cameras on their house, on their business, and so one of the benefits for us when we investigate stuff is that we're able to get surveillance video from all kinds of places. And forensic stuff is huge for us too. Blood evidence, DNA, fingerprints, all that stuff.
Before accusing Bailey of anything, the detective carefully mentioned surveillance cameras, Facebook records, phone data, fingerprints, DNA, and blood evidence. This is designed to make deception feel pointless. He wants Bailey to believe investigators already know most of the truth, even if they are still gathering facts. Once suspects think the evidence net is already closed, lying becomes psychologically exhausting because it seems doomed to fail. This tactic reflects expectancy theory, where people choose behaviors based on expected outcomes. If Bailey expects lies will fail and honesty may reduce consequences, confession becomes the more rational option.
And so, how do you know Robert? I need you to be. This is incredibly important because this is serious, and so I need you to be incredibly.
Yeah, I'm feeling really bad right now. That's really sickening. Did he go by Rob?
Maybe so.
Cause I think I know who you're talking about, and I met up with him 5 days ago.
Okay, where at?
My house.
Okay, did he come over?
Yeah, he came over to my house.
How did y'all meet?
We were just texting.
But how did y'all start texting?
He just started messaging me on Facebook.
On Facebook? Just out of the blue? Did you think that was weird?
Yeah, kind of.
I personally think it's weird because he's not much younger than I am. And
I wasn't making a smart choice, I understand.
No, but neither was he though either.
I'm gonna be honest, it was money. He was giving me money. We weren't really doing anything. He really liked to just hang out. He really liked to hang out sometimes. And we never we would talk video chat sometimes, but we had never met up. And then I met up with him about 5, maybe 6 days ago. I don't even remember. And he did come over. He chilled. We hung out. And he did leave my house though. I mean, he wasn't
Did y'all go anywhere?
No.
Okay, so really the only time that you've ever met him is just that one time that he came to your house.
And he came. Somebody, I don't know who it was. Somebody called him and he had to leave quick, but he was there for at least 30 minutes with me.
The detective does not start with, "Did you kill Robert?" Instead, he asks harmless questions first. How she knew Robert, when he came over, what he drove, what they talked about, whether he paid her money. Bailey agrees to each small disclosure one by one. Once she begins cooperating, it becomes harder to suddenly stop or reverse course without seeming deceptive. This method uses foot-in-the-door theory, which shows that people who agree to small requests are more likely to comply with larger ones later. By the time murder is openly discussed, Bailey has already psychologically committed herself to being the cooperative one.
Okay. And then, so, let's see, you said y'all started talking on Monday?
That's when we met.
Okay.
We had spoken before that.
Oh, okay.
Like,
so when did
when
did he start messaging you? Like the first time? Do you remember exactly?
Not met him, I started messaging him back, I would say almost a year ago.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
But we would go months without messaging,
okay.
And then he would text me again and be like, hey, and then I would respond, we would text, we'd maybe video chat, then it would go another couple months, he would text me again.
I guess I misunderstood. I thought you were saying that y'all just kind of met, started talking a week ago. Okay, so this has been going on for a while.
Maybe yeah, but it was nothing I don't know, I didn't ever think nothing of it.
Yeah.
We would just text, he was just somebody on my phone, you know?
Okay. Well, it makes more sense to me now that you met him Monday if y'all had been talking for a long time.
Yeah, it wasn't I was scared to meet him.
In my mind, I was like, oh my gosh, she just started talking to this guy a week ago, and then she asked him to come over to her house. I was like, that's weird.
No.
That would give me red flags.
Yeah, no, I wasn't
okay.
No, I was comfortable with him coming around me at
this
point. He was comfortable with me at that point, stuff like that.
Okay. So, you think it was Monday when he came over?
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think. If I had my phone, I could tell you for sure, but Monday or Tuesday.
What kind of phone is it?
Ago. It's an iPhone 6.
Okay. And you said it's got a case with your name on the back? Okay.
The detective repeatedly revisits dates, sequence of events, how long she knew Robert, what happened first, and who was present. To an outside viewer, this sounds repetitive, but it is intentional. Truthful memories are generally easier to repeat consistently, while fabricated accounts require mental effort to maintain. Repetition increases cognitive strain on deceptive suspects because they must remember both the event and the lie. This tactic is rooted in cognitive load theory, which explains that working memory has limited capacity. As pressure rises, inconsistencies emerge naturally.
Obviously, you know something, and I'm gonna be really honest with you. I have seen a couple of your stories on Facebook, and you seem to be incredibly troubled since this happened. And whatever happened at the house, and I'm really praying that you'll tell me exactly what happened. It seems to really be heavy on your heart, and so I want you to tell me. And so
I'll die.
What do you mean you'll die?
The person who really did it will kill me.
They're not going to kill you because
they're on the run. They're already hiding from y'all.
Who does it? Here's a Kleenex. There are things that we can do to try to help hide your identity. If we get you a Kleenex, you can wipe your eyes.
I've been wanting to tell somebody.
I know. Here's the thing, Bailey. The thing about people is our hearts and our minds aren't made to see the things that happened and know about these things, and so you never typically feel any better as long as you're trying to hide it all and keep it inside. That's just our hearts aren't made that way. Can you tell me who it was?
Tobias.
Who is Tobias?
I don't know his last name.
How do you know Tobias?
They said he's already on the run, that the cops are looking for him for a runaway charge right now.
Okay.
I met him through school, but he was at my house due to my friend's boyfriends.
Which friends?
Sarah and Cheyenne.
Okay.
Their boyfriends were friends with him, and he came to my house.
When Bailey hesitates, the detective references her Facebook posts and tells her she seems deeply troubled since the incident. He says hearts and minds are not made to carry such things in silence. This shifts the conversation from legal danger to emotional burden. Instead of framing confession as surrender, he frames it as relief. This tactic leverages cognitive dissonance theory, where psychological discomfort occurs when a person's actions conflict with their self-image. If Bailey sees herself as decent, but is hiding a brutal killing, confessing becomes the easiest way to reduce inner conflict.
What happened? Can you tell me? Can you take a minute?
They're gonna know I told you. I'm gonna.
We're gonna talk to everybody. Okay.
And they're gonna lie, and I'm gonna be the only one that's told.
Well, we have a lot of evidence already. And so,
I didn't hit him. I didn't beat him. I did not do none of that.
okay.
Tobias.
Did it happen at your house? Okay.
Tobias beat him, and we were begging him to stop. And I don't know what came over him. I don't know why he was so angry. He didn't even know him. And I don't know if it was because Tobias wanted his money or what he wanted. He wouldn't stop.
Who all was there?
It was just me and Isabella.
Okay.
And Tobias.
Okay. Isabella, the one that's there?
And she's gonna lie, but please don't tell her I told you,
Okay.
because she didn't do anything.
Okay.
She was so scared. We were begging him to stop. We were so scared. I thought he was going to beat us as well. And that's all she kept saying was, he's gonna kill us too, he's gonna kill us too. But he did. As soon as he did it, he left and he disappeared. Like, Tobias disappeared. Like, I can't get a hold of him. I've been trying to get a hold of him. He won't answer anybody.
Is he in your
He's
phone?
only 16.
Okay. Is he in your phone?
I tried messaging him on Instagram, and he reads them, but he won't answer me.
Okay.
It was...
So tell me exactly what happened and why, when Robert came over, and what happened when he came.
Bailey says the real killer will murder her if she talks. Rather than dismissing that fear, the detective acknowledges it and says there are ways to help protect or conceal her identity. This is powerful because fear was keeping her silent. He attempts to remove fear as the barrier. Once the obstacle to speaking is reduced, confession becomes more likely. This strategy aligns with protection motivation theory, which states that people act when they believe both the threat is serious and that effective protection is available. By presenting police as protection, he repositions cooperation as the safest path.
It was one of... I don't know if it was... It was like a flowered one. I remember that.
Can
I'm
you
trying to
describe
remember
it?
which one it was. We had two of them. I think it was the maroon one. It was like maroon and white.
Okay.
Or like purple and white, like dark purple and white, and it was like flowers. And he took that blanket and he said he was going far away. That's all he was telling us. And he was telling us, like, it's handled, don't say nothing, don't, you know. And
Yes. Is this your phone?
yeah.
Okay. Let's see. You have 1%. I'm gonna plug it in so it doesn't die.
And I can show you Tobias. I can show you.
Okay. I have a consent to search form for your phone.
And there is one more thing I have to tell you.
Okay. I need you to tell me everything. Okay? Because you've been let me tell you real quick. You've been incredibly honest, and I don't want to talk to other people, and I don't want to hear that you had a more role to play in it than you did. I need you to tell me everything.
The detective repeatedly tells Bailey that she has been incredibly honest and emphasizes that telling the truth is the most important thing she can do. This is strategic labeling. By calling her honest before she has fully confessed, he creates a psychological identity she feels pressure to live up to. Once someone accepts a positive label, contradicting it becomes uncomfortable. This tactic draws from self-perception theory, which suggests people infer their own character from how they are described and how they behave. by defining Bailey as truthful.
Because you're being honest with me right now, and you're telling the truth. That's a huge thing, is to be honest and tell the truth. But like I said, when we finish the interview, at the very end, I'm going to ask you to swear to your statement, and I'm asking you to make sure that you didn't leave anything out and that you told me the truth. And I want you to be able to answer that question honestly. And so you need to tell me everything, okay?
Well, the last thing is I do know where he took the stuff.
Okay. Where did he take it?
I have the address.
Okay. What's the address?
7903 Ash Avenue.
Whose
in
house
the
is
back.
that? Is there a back house? Or just a storage
It's
building?
in the outside, in the backyard,
Okay.
and it's burnt.
Whose house is that?
My mom's old house.
Okay. Did you go, hang on, let me pass this information along to somebody. Hey, Bob, or somebody.
Yes, it's abandoned.
It's abandoned?
Yes.
But we at least need to go secure that. Okay. Secure that area. Okay, I'll take care of it. I appreciate you telling me that, because that's important, okay? And that's the kind of things that I'm talking about, that you need to be completely honest, and I appreciate you doing that.
I have
really
a
do.
picture of it because something else to tell you.
Okay. You have a picture of what? Of the body?
No.
Where it burned? Okay. Is it on your phone? Okay, what else do you have to tell me?
I love Bella so much.
Who's Bella?
But he is Bella. But he made her go with him.
Okay.
She didn't want to though. He made her go with him, I guess, so she wouldn't snitch or something. But to leave the car and to take the stuff.
Okay. Who drove?
Rather than directly accusing Bailey of helping move the body or vehicle, the detective mentions fingerprints, DNA, and forensic checks on the car and body. After hearing that evidence may reveal hidden involvement, Bailey begins admitting she moved the car, stood lookout, and was present during loading. This method uses deterrence theory, where people alter behavior when detection appears likely.
Okay. I need to ask you a couple of hard questions, and we're back to you have to be 100% honest with me, okay? If we were to find fingerprints of yours on or in his car, why would that be?
I moved the car to the front of my side door, went to bypass it. I did anything he told me to do.
Okay. So you drove the car.
I moved it from the front of my house to the side door.
Okay.
And that's the most I did.
Did you help him load the body? Because
I was out there, but I didn't touch it.
Okay.
She
Bailey,
touched his ankles.
because I'm gonna add, we're gonna get DNA from everybody.
That's fine.
Okay. And we're gonna check the car, we're gonna check the body, and if your DNA is somewhere that you haven't told me about, then it's gonna be a problem for you.
Okay,
And so
no,
you
I
need
did
to
not
be-
touch the body once. And
Okay.
that is right hand to the man.
Okay. So
She pulled him by, she did help get him in the car, but I was blocking, making sure that nobody could see to buy it.
okay.
I'm gonna go to prison for life. And I didn't even want nothing to happen to him. Can my mom come up here? I really want to see her before I go to prison.
What did I tell you at the beginning?
No, I know because I blocked the bias and I moved the car and I know it. Oh.
When Bailey claims she never went to the burn site, the detective calmly points out that she possesses a photograph of the burned evidence. He does not yell or accuse. He simply presents the contradiction. This forces Bailey into a psychological corner where denial becomes less credible than correction. The tactic aligns with inconsistency resolution theory, which holds that when individuals face undeniable contradictions between statements and facts, They are motivated to restore coherence.
God, my mom. My mom is a preacher at a church.
That's okay. Bailey, this is a consent to search for me to take a sample of your DNA, and all it is just, they're like kind of like Q-tips that we just rub on the inside of your cheek. That's all it is. If you'll sign right there, if you want to read this over, you can read it right there. You can sign right there, print your name right there, and I'm going to get you to. If you'll use this, I don't care which thumb you use, just dry it off a little bit, put it on there, and then press in that box. Okay.
My mom doesn't have to come up here if I'm leaving soon, but if I'm not, I really want her up here.
Okay. All right. Can you show me in your phone or can you tell me?
Anything, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. How do I unlock it?
You press the home button.
Oh, okay.
Pressing it.
I'm
And
not
it should
enough.
pop up the passcode.
What is it?
020115.
Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in airplane mode.
I can tell you how to do that if you need help.
Okay.
You can slide up.
No, I got it in airplane.
Okay. And that's on Dre's account if people are messaging the messenger. It's on Dre's Facebook.
Okay. Tell me, go to the photos.
And click on, like, can I show you?
Just tell me.
There, the
Right
first
here?
one, and it's right there, the fire picture.
Okay.
And you see the big thing right there?
Uh-huh.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Bailey becomes desperate for her mother, frightened about prison, and emotionally overwhelmed. The detective helps call her mother, explains what will happen next, and offers reassurance that she can leave if truthful. In the isolation of an interview room, this positions him as both authority and emotional stabilizer. Under stress, people often bond with whoever appears able to reduce uncertainty. This tactic reflects attachment theory under stress, where distressed individuals seek proximity to figures who seem protective or regulating.
The one where you'll burn or where they went to?
It's my mom's old house.
Okay. Do you know who owns the house?
No.
Your mom owns it? Who's your mom?
Jennifer Farkenberry.
Okay.
But she's like, no one lives there, it's abandoned.
Okay. And you're sure that's the address? And it's your mom's house? How long ago did she buy it?
It was her dad's.
And did she get it when he passed away? Would your mom sign a consent to search for the house?
Don't kill me! What do you mean?
It's your mom.
Oh, tell her to come.
Is this Jennifer? Jennifer, this is Detective Gerber. I'm talking to Bailey at my office. She's wondering if you can come down here. We need you to help us out a little bit. And I'll let y'all talk for a little bit, and she can kind of tell you what's going on. Do you know where you get your license plates downtown? No. It's.
Yes.
Yes, please. Yes. I can tell you it's involving a homicide. My address is 916 Main Street. That's okay. I understand. text you my address? There's a bank building on the north side of the courthouse downtown that has a sky bridge attached to it. It's where you pay your registration, if that makes any sense. That's okay. It's 9, I'll text you the address, and we're on the 4th floor. So if you'll, yeah. Yeah, it's a bank building. It's owned by the county.
So I should go to that carport.
Yeah. All right, and I'll text you the address. All right, bye-bye.
My poor baby mom.
We'll let you talk to your mom. Let me text her the address, and then I need to step out and make a phone call.
The detective continually reminds Bailey this is a homicide, not a minor mistake, and that a man may have still been alive when moved. He reframes her actions, not as helping friends, but as involvement in death, concealment, and destruction of evidence. This challenges the self-justifications she had been using. The tactic relies on moral disengagement theory, which explains how people minimize wrongdoing through euphemisms and rationalizations. By restoring the moral weight of events,
Their phone?
Okay. Are there phone numbers in your phone?
They're under Sis Cheyenne and Sister Sarah.
Sis or sister?
Sis.
Sis
Sis
Cheyenne,
Shy.
yeah.
It's Sis Shy
Okay.
and Sis Sarah. And they're like my pinned contacts on my messages.
Okay. Where would they be at right now?
4606 East Rice Street.
Whose house is that?
Their mother, if they're with their mom still.
Is there anything else that you can tell me?
Not that I can. No, my mom. Oh my God, my mom. I'm going to jail, right?
I told you.
What do you mean, no?
I told you you're going to leave here today.
How?
You've been cooperative.
Oh my God.
Okay.
And Isabella's gonna be okay, maybe?
If she'll tell the truth, yes. But she has to tell the truth. Okay? And that's up to her. Bailey, when we talked earlier, I told you that in Texas, if you give a false statement to the police, it's against the law. Okay? And that if you...
And I did at first, though.
Okay? No, but you've corrected everything after that. So, during our statement, during this whole time that we've talked, do you swear everything you told me is true and correct?
Yes.
Okay. Have you left anything out? Have you omitted anything that you can think of? Okay. So with that, I'm gonna end your statement. Okay. I'm gonna go get your mom. Do you want me to tell your mom what's going on, or do you want to tell her? Okay. I'm gonna bring her in here, and
Will she get to take me home
if you want her to.
after we're done all talking?
Yeah, if you want her to. And listen to me, okay? I'm just gonna tell you, there are other people in here that are being interviewed. So when your mom comes in here, if you don't want people to know that you're here, y'all need to keep your voices down and keep the emotions down, okay? All right. Let me go grab your mom real fast.
just as Bailey believes the interview is winding down, the detective asks whether she has left anything out, whether everything she said is true, and whether she is willing to swear to it. This creates a psychological checkpoint. Suspects often carry hidden facts until the moment they think a statement is becoming official, then panic about being locked into a lie. That is when late confessions emerge, such as Bailey admitting additional cleanup actions. This tactic draws from commitment and consistency theory, which holds that once people publicly commit to a position, they feel pressure to align future behavior with it.
She wanted to be the one to talk to you and tell you. Do you still want me? Do you want me to explain, or do you want to?
What's going on? Last time I died, I didn't tell nobody, Mom.
What?
Well, I hope so.
She's been honest. She's been cooperative.
Look at everything, and I didn't do it, Mom. I didn't kill him. I didn't watch it. And I watched his brain and everything.
What?
His brain. His brain.
Bailey, are you okay with that if I tell your mom a few more details? Okay. So, because in Bailey, there's things that I'm going to have to tell your mom that are going to be embarrassing to you, but she has to know the truth, and it's going to come out anyway, okay? Bailey was talking to a man that she met on Facebook, and this has been going on for a while, that they've been talking and messaging, okay? He came this week, at the beginning of the week, he went to her house for sexual favors in exchange for money. And while he was there, according to Bailey, there was another boy there, and I don't know if they were gonna rob him, I don't know what the intent was, but that boy beat him to death in her house.
At our house over there?
And so they cleaned up the house, they disposed of the body. That's, if you saw the news, that's the body we found in a vehicle earlier this week.
Who was it?
It doesn't matter, honestly.
Someone we know?
No.
When Bailey's mother enters the room, the emotional tone changes instantly. Bailey becomes tearful, confessional, and desperate to explain herself. Detectives know that family members can trigger guilt and honesty in ways police alone cannot. A suspect may resist authority, but struggle to lie in front of a parent whose opinion still matters deeply. This tactic aligns with looking glass self-theory, which proposes that people shape self-image through how they believe others see them. In front of her mother, Bailey is forced to confront herself not as a clever survivor, but as a daughter exposed in disgrace.
One of the things that I need from you,
Bailey,
is for some, I don't know how, but you have a house on Ash. So all the evidence was burned.
I'm so sorry.
All the evidence was burned in the backyard behind that house. Would you mind signing the consent to search? I don't know what's left. I don't know what remains, but we at least need to go photograph and collect what we can. Are you okay with that? Okay. Tell me your full name again.
what the hell? Bailey, oh my God.
Tell me your name again.
My name is Jennifer Fortenberry. Y'all lured some guy there.
No, that's not what happened. I didn't know it was happening.
I don't think she knew what was going to happen.
Without me knowing, we didn't know he was going to do that. We were making him the spy.
Can you tell me the address?
Yes, 7903 Ash Avenue. I don't believe Bailey would do something like that. I'm shocked. And when you said homicide, I was just like, I definitely didn't think it was this.
Mom, I was begging him to stop. What did he him? Oh my God. And he was making us, Mom, he was so. And he's only 16 years old.
The boy?
Would you mind, Jennifer? Here's the consent to search. If you want to read that over. This is for your house. We're just going to be searching for evidence of the crime. If you'll sign down there.
Oh my God, Bailey. Oh my God, this is freaking crazy. This is horrible.
The detective calmly explains potential consequences: party liability, evidence destruction, failure to report, future decisions by prosecutors. He does not threaten wildly or promise immunity. Instead, he presents realistic legal pathways. This encourages Bailey to think strategically rather than emotionally. When suspects move from panic to calculation, they often decide cooperation is the least damaging option. This approach uses rational choice theory, which holds that people weigh costs and benefits before acting. By making transparency appear less costly than continued concealment.
Okay with you. Okay. And then that's a good contact number for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have my cell phone. As soon as it's finished, I'll call you, and then, let's see. Tell me your last name again.
Fortenberry, Fortenberry.
And do you have a middle name?
Lynn.
And your birthday?
12875.
And your home address?
6310 29th.
And I have your cell phone number. I'll call you. I'll call you when we're done with the phone, and I'll just bring it out to you, and then drop it off. Listen, I told you from the beginning. If you cooperate, if you tell the truth, that you were going home. I told you that, right? I told you you weren't under arrest. I told you I wasn't going to keep you here, and I told you we were going to let you go when you're finished. Okay? The best thing for you to do, in light of all this, is you need to go to your mom's, and you need to stay away from everybody, because.
And Andre's not in trouble, right?
No, Andre went somewhere, but I don't know where they took him to. Yeah, Andre. Do you know Andre? Andre's from work, I guess.
Found out they got him too, and he was in jail.
He was there when the warrant was executed, and so we detain everybody. So yeah, he was not in trouble. I told you from the beginning. If you just be honest, okay. I'm not telling you that at some point in the future, when we present this to the DA's office, they're not going to say we need to file charges on her for destruction of evidence or whatever that decision is on their part, okay? Our job is to gather the facts, and we write our reports, and we send it all over, and then they determine that. So I'm not promising you that at some time in the future we don't call you and say, hey, they want to file on you for this, and then but we'll communicate. Okay. The best thing you can do is, here's my card. My cell phone number is on there. You have it also. The best thing you can do is stay in touch with me, answer my calls, return calls when I ask you to, continue to cooperate. At some point, we may show you photos of Tobias and make sure that we have the right person, and so we may have to do that. And I need you to be available. Okay, that's the biggest thing, is you need to be available to continue to cooperate.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the end, the detective gives Bailey his card, promises communication, says he may return her phone personally, and asks her to stay available. This creates an ongoing cooperative bond rather than a hostile ending. Instead of leaving as an enemy, he positions himself as the pathway to clarity, updates, and possible leniency. Suspects who feel connected to investigators are more likely to answer calls, identify accomplices, and provide later testimony. This tactic reflects social exchange theory, where relationships are maintained through perceived mutual benefit. The detective turns interrogation into an alliance that may continue serving the investigation long after the interview ends. From a legal perspective, the detective secured major evidentiary gains without arresting Bailey. He obtained a detailed recorded statement placing Tobias at the murder scene, plus Bailey's admissions that she moved the victim's car, acted as lookout, concealed blood, and helped burn evidence. He also gained consent to search her phone, collect DNA, and search the burn site, creating avenues for corroboration through digital records and forensics. Her evolving statements can be used for impeachment if she changes testimony later. Combined with physical evidence, accomplice testimony, and corroboration, this interrogation strengthens prosecution theories for murder, tampering, and conspiracy charges. In this case, the primary male suspect, Stephen Tobias Salazar, was not ultimately convicted of murder. Reports indicate that in 2025, the murder charge against him was dismissed, but he was still sentenced on a separate related matter. According to a publicly available summary, a judge sentenced Salazar to 8 years in prison, with credit for 2 years already served, effectively reducing the remaining time to be served. That means while prosecutors did not secure a murder conviction against him, he still received a substantial custodial sentence tied to the broader criminal proceedings arising from the 2022 killing of Robert Stewart. Separately, co-defendant Bailey Forrest later pleaded guilty and received a 20-year prison sentence, showing prosecutors were able to obtain serious punishment through plea agreements and alternative charges even where the homicide count changed.